Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chicago by Night, Episode 7, Sun. I am your storyteller, Quinn Sullivan, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let us go around and introduce who these people are and who they'll be playing, along with their clans. And we will start with Lamar.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lamar. I am playing Messias, who is a Malkavian.
All right, and then we'll go with Dana.
Hi everybody, I'm Dana. Tonight I am playing Keller, who is of Clan La Sombra.
All right, and then Vaughn.
Hi, I'll be playing Nathan, who is of Clan Tremere.
Excellent. And before we begin, every stream here at Soul Bear RPG is brought to you by So Nerdwear. So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. Click on the banner below and use the discount code SoulBear for 10% off of your order.
Whoa.
Whoa.
10%. Whoa.
And, hold on, I forgot this part, the most important part, the ambiance. Before we jump into it, do we have any questions?
Nope, I am just happy to celebrate Matthias Murder Monday.
God damn it.
I was actually going to start with that. I was like, then let's begin this game of Matthias Murder Monday.
Triple M.
Such a poor man.
Bless.
Last we left off. In the haven of a Chinese restaurant in Chinatown, glowing in the neon lights, Matthias made a very important introduction. His sire brought a companion. Alexa was accompanied by a very important oracle, seer. If you're feeling mean, lunatic, his primogen, son. The two went up into his haven, where Alexa made their introductions on behalf of Matthias. And the conversation would eventually lead to Sun speaking privately and alone with our childer Malkavian. And make the request in character. I need you to find the other La Sombra in the city. The sister of Keller. Matthias, you find yourself in your haven, sitting on your bed as Sun is sitting over by the small fold-out desk that holds an Ethernet port inside of the brick wall.
I have to find another La Sombra, a sister of Keller.
Indeed.
Okay, may I ask a few questions?
Certainly.
One, what is a La Sombra? Two, how do I do that? I'm a preacher. Three, why me? And four, can I do this tomorrow?
Get the sense he's very much studying you. To answer your first question, La Sombra is a clan. Keller belongs to that clan. Roll wits insight.
Ah, shit.
Oh, where'd my mouse go? Oh, shit. Okay.
God!
You can choose to re-roll up to
You
3 of
can
them if you want to spend a willpower.
A willpower, yeah.
I've lost so much already.
Give it a go.
Fuck it. Dude, how much willpower do I have? Oh no, I don't have enough willpower, man.
You only need 1.
All right, I will stay in a willpower. Insight. Wits. Come on, dice roller. Be nice to me. Better. Full of successes.
You know
Oh,
what?
against his? Here we go.
What'd you get?
4.
Interesting. Roll me another, a single dice. You can't do that, unfortunately, on the thing.
Actually, I can. 1
Okay.
success.
As Sun is speaking about the La Sombra and what they are, he'll mention it's the clan of shadows. It's the clan your friend belongs to. As he goes on, you pick up on something. Something in slight twitch in the face, a slight body language movement. When he speaks about the La Sombra, there's just the slightest hint of hesitation, of fear. What was your second question again? Out of character.
How do I do that?
There are many ways to find kindred in this city, Matthias, especially one that do not belong to the Camarilla. It's important that you do this.
Okay.
I understand that you are a man of God. But you will come to find out that as a kindred, you'll develop a great many skills. I need you to find her, Matthias, and bring her to me.
Okay. Does she have a name? That would help.
No, I do not know this much, unfortunately.
Okay.
Surely you must be aware of the signs of kindred activity now. Think about your own experiences, Matthias. What to look out for. And I have no doubt that your fellow coterie mates have similar experiences as yours. And I'm sure they will aid you in this investigation as well. After all, you are a coterie on Jackson's behalf.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Mm.
Definitely a coterie. Why me? Still fresh, but your hunter is literally outside.
They are not my hunter. Alexa, though when it comes to clan activities, they answer to me. I am responsible for their safety, their sanity. But I am no power to issue orders of investigation. That alone belongs to our good sheriff.
The young, the, the small gentleman, yes. Um, I have a better question.
Very well, I will entertain one more.
I need help keeping control. I'm, I'm losing it. I have multiple voices, one deep in my chest, give me a hunger deeper than anything I felt in the streets, and the other ones are speaking in my head, giving me riddles or hints or attacking my hubris. I don't know what to do. I mean, we speak to God all the time, but it's more of a feeling. This is not a feeling. This is a loss of my autonomy.
Matthias. The voices that you hear in your head, they are not a curse, but a gift. You have a greater understanding of the core of not just our existence, but the whole of existence. That is the gift of us oracles, of us seers. They like to mock us as lunatics, but we are not lunatics. We see everything, Matthias. Think of it this way. We see with the eyes of God as He sees the world and hears it. You, he smiles, have been chosen. As in terms of keeping control, well, I can do that. But we will do that after you deliver at our sessions. All of your clan will be there.
Yeah. Thank you. I can't wait. Um, I don't have much to offer you. You want some water? Is there anything else I could do for you?
No, Matthias, I do not drink water.
Yeah, I knew that. Old habits.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, find the Lasombra, do it with the coterie, bring them to you.
Indeed. As for when this must be done, before I depart, there is an Elysium being held tomorrow night. I would not expect you to start right away, but after that, when you're fully welcomed into the domain of Jackson, we can then, and I fully expect for you to begin.
Understood. Elysium. Cool. Should I get some different clothing?
I'll leave that up to your sire.
Okay.
Do what makes you feel comfortable.
Okay.
Farewell, Matthias.
Happy days.
Happy nights.
Cain bless.
I don't believe in that. Stands up from the desk, walks over to your door, bows his head in farewell. Oh, thank you, Alexa. And Alexa, before the door closes, I'll be back tomorrow night to pick you up for the Elysium. Needs to be done. Come, Alexa. Right. And they walk away. Close the door.
How can they not believe? That makes no sense. This is after a whole night of bullshit. Matthias is gonna go and text Nathan. He is fine. He made it home, and just see them. Hope to see them tomorrow. God bless. Then he's going to begin to read his Bible, because it makes no sense that these clear children of Cain would not believe that they exist.
And you reach through your Bible. A night is spent. A text received amidst a private conversation between two roommates. And with that, we'll rise in a new night, which means we have to rouse the blood in order for you to wake. Matthias does not get hungrier. Ooh, but Nathan does get hungrier.
I succeed, Quinn.
Succeed. And Keller does not get hungrier. Just that famished feeling as you wake from your nights, Nathan. In the silk sheets of your private apartment in the Succubus Club. Awakened in luxury that even you are far beyond. Keller awakens as well. Fortia knocks on the door and lets herself in. To Nathan.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. I figured what I was thinking about what you were saying the other night. And I do care what you are. I have a collection of men's suits in my room. A few should fit you. You should wear that.
I will.
The Elysium will be here. but also wait for Annabelle to come get you.
Of course.
As for the other thing, your visitor.
Mm-hmm. The bald man.
Yeah. What did he give you?
A brochure and a letter.
May I see it?
I destroyed it. It was from Curtius.
What did he want?
He knows who I am, my true identity. I show her the picture. In the background.
She takes the brochure. Sees you in the picture walking off to some class. Wow. She says something in Greek. Just sort of a bit of a malaka. Good thing he caught it. The other things. You are officially Alexander Bishop.
Oh.
Here's your ID. Hands you a Illinois state driver's license. Hands you a library card with a name on it.
Thank you.
Hands you a student ID belonging to the University of Chicago with the name Alexander Bishop.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Goes
Thank
through the
you.
whole plethora. A passport too. Yeah.
Birth certificate, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That works?
You also find a number of social media accounts under the same name. You a fan of TikTok?
Yeah. I don't make them, I usually just watch, though.
It's fine. Though you should know in the Camarilla law, they don't allow technology like that. If you're going to communicate about kindred stuff, your best bet is to write a letter.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Protecting the Masquerade.
And again, Elysium, I will not be there. Stick close to your friend Keller and to Annabelle. I'll
Of
guide you
course.
through it. I would go over and let Keller know.
I will. Is there anything I should know specifically about Elysium?
No violence, any kind, whatsoever.
I mean, I'm not much of one for it anyway.
If only you knew.
I did. Oh,
She was just gonna say, go.
so I was I mean, when I was at the Chantry the other night, they told me about, blood magic, thaumaturgy, they called it, blood sorcery. They said you could teach me? And I was wondering if you had the time, if you would, teach me some more about it, as well as other vampiric abilities that we might have access to.
Roll charisma and persuasion.
Okay, what do I have there?
Whoa.
Okay. Only got 2 dice, so. But I got 2 successes.
That's not my job.
Fair enough. Could you direct me to someone who I could learn from?
The night after,
Okay.
I'll direct you to Archetto. Wait, you know her. Mrs. Graves.
Ah, yes, I remember her. He says, like, trying to hide a little bit of disdain.
Abraham and I are occupied with other things. But Mrs. Graves, she'll teach you.
Okay, that sounds great.
You don't approve of her?
I have a little bit of a grudge, if I'm being honest.
Ooh. Bear
I
that
won't-
grudge as you learn. Take her knowledge and use it against her.
Of course.
She doesn't think you're a threat right now. And that is the best thing.
And I hope to learn from both her and you more than.
She rolls her eyes a bit. Go find Keller.
I go do that immediately.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
What?
It's Nathan.
Oh, fuck, come in.
Look what I got. I'm official.
She gave you a fucking library card?
I go, the works.
Oh my god, it's so authentic. Oh, ho, ho. Shall we only call you Alex now, sir?
I mean, if you would, my good lady, at least in...
No. Oh, I'm not a lady. I regret to inform you. No, but I guess that'll be useful.
Yep.
So, I see that you have a student ID.
Yep.
Have we figured out how that's going to work yet, or are you just taking online classes?
I guess I'll figure that out. She didn't really say, but I mean, I'm gonna look up, I guess, with my student ID, I'm gonna log in later, see what's there.
Yeah, the good old Blackboard.
Yep.
Fucking Sorry.
College PTSD.
So,
what's up?
There's an Elysium tomorrow.
No, tonight.
It's good.
Night.
Oh, it's tonight. Okay, there's Elysium tonight.
Oh fuck, I thought that was tomorrow.
Yeah, same. Well, it's tonight. So
Great.
Annabelle will probably be coming to get the both of us. I'll be wearing a suit,
Ugh.
and I'm sure Annabelle will be dressing you up.
Oh, great. I mean, I can't do it myself, so.
One of the rules is, like, obviously there's absolutely no violence allowed. Period.
Oh boo. Whatever will I do for entertainment?
I'm just letting you know.
It's fine. Just more political bullshit, I'm assuming.
And I would imagine, based on just what they're saying, it's essentially a social gathering of the court.
Well, one good thing to come out of it is that we'll probably get to put more faces to names and the like.
Yes, I would imagine there's going to be a lot of people coming to introduce themselves, or at least we can to them, or we can just watch.
Yeah, I would rather just watch. I don't know if you've met me, but talking's not really my thing.
I'm honestly really not in the mood either.
Is Matthias coming? Have you heard from
I-
him yet?
I would imagine he is. I think everyone has to go.
Oh, it's like a mandatory thing?
I think so, at least.
Shit. What if you're not in town when that happens? Do you get, like, a mark on your permanent record?
Maybe you have to have a good reason, or maybe you don't have to show up, but it might be one of those things where it's not a mandatory thing, but it's mandatory. You know what I mean?
Especially for us, considering the newness and everything.
Yep. It might look weird if someone doesn't show up to Elysium.
And I'm sure it wouldn't look good on my sire either if I didn't show up.
Yep.
Great. Great, 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 great. Well, like you said, I'm sure she'll show up eventually. I swear to fuck, if she puts me in a dress, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it.
You're probably going. If I'm going in a suit, you're probably gonna be in a dress.
I have not worn a dress since I was literally in single digits.
There's like a very high chance we'll be matching, Keller.
Ugh. Gag.
It's whatever Annabelle wants to do with you, though. I'm just gonna pick a suit.
At least you get a suit. Fuck.
Maybe, hey, maybe you can request a suit. She might do it. You just ask.
There goes my internet. My internet is shitting itself. Give me a second.
Okay.
No, you're good.
Sorry, it was laggy on my end.
Oh,
So
oh.
I was like, oh, did I just lose my internet? Okay. I think I would rather not request anything of Annabelle right now. I think I just should probably give her what she wants.
Fair.
The less I fight now, the more I can fight later, you know?
Mm-hmm. Get the ropes in.
Can't bend rules until you learn them.
I asked about learning about vampire abilities and magic, and Portia said it's not her job to teach me, so
She's your fucking sire.
that's what she said. I'm sure she's busy.
That is... I feel like you're just getting your fucking chain yanked, man. Your clan can't teach you, your sire can't teach you, so who's gonna teach you?
To figure it out, they're pointing me in the direction of Graves.
You fucking hate her.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know why you hate her, you just do.
I'll tell you later at some point. She's the reason, and I just point, like, he lifts up his teeth.
Ah. I see. Well, you know. You live and you learn. Or unlive and unlearn, I guess.
It's partially my fault, if I'm being honest.
What do you mean this is your fault? You didn't ask to get murdered.
I know, but I was dumb.
What 25-year-old isn't dumb?
I was
Every
just
now
trying to
and
have a
then.
good time at night, and then I decided to go with the flow for once in my life, and that got me fucked.
But not in the fun way, I'm assuming.
That's what the plan originally was, but then no, it didn't
Damn.
happen. Yeah, I was out with the hot guy I'd been trying to get with for a while.
Unfortunate.
Now he doesn't even remember me, so that's fun.
Wait, what?
Yeah, mind wiped.
We can do that?
Apparently.
Oh shit. God, that would be useful.
That'd be one of the things I'd like to fucking learn about.
That would be useful as fuck. It makes me wonder if I'm ever gonna fucking learn any of this shit.
I'll find a way. I mean, if we can't learn from, I guess, other kindred, maybe we can somehow test it out together. I don't know.
I'm sure fucking kindred abilities run the fucking gauntlet.
I mean,
And I'm
there's
assuming everyone can do little bits of everything, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I mean, we've only seen, like, what, a few abilities?
It's
maybe?
only been, 4 days. I know that the fucking sheriff moved faster than I could comprehend.
Maybe I should ask Curtius. He seems to like me, and he's all about education.
He does seem to like you, doesn't he? Is that weird? Is that creepy? Should I not laugh about that?
I don't know yet. If I'm being honest, I don't know yet.
Always be wary of older white men, Nathan. That's rule number 1. Rule number 1!
You know, hey, I had a grinder before I was... I'm
For
well
real?
aware.
Really?
Yeah, like once in a while.
Ugh.
I mean, when I was like 18, 19, but then I really started getting into school and I didn't have time for that anymore.
A knock on the door.
Immediately shut the fuck up.
It's open.
In walks Annabelle, carrying with her. She's dressed in sort of like elegant club attire. And she comes in and she has a carrying in a hanger that also has along with it some sort of it's a bag dry cleaning, but it's black on the outside of the bag. And she walks in and says, "Ah, Shari, 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 Mr. Bishop.
Good evening.
I understand. It is always a good evening, no?
Indeed.
Yes. I am to understand that you're going to be dressing up as well. This is good. This is good. And of course for you, my child.
Hello.
I brought this for you to wear to the Elysium tonight." You open it up, and it's sort of like a slim cut suit.
Internally, Keller's just going, thank fuck.
Internally, you say.
Internally.
Okay.
This is probably literally the nicest piece of clothing I will ever wear.
She almost acknowledges it and says, "Yes, I figured that it would suit you better. Suits many of your clan better, I am interested in saying." Nathan, or Mr. Bishop, would you mind texting that thing?
Matthias?
Yes, on your device.
Of course. What would you like me to send?
Just say that you're looking forward to seeing him
Alright.
tonight. Again, be wary of these things.
Of course. And I send that message.
Alright. And, may I be alone with that Keller
Of
for
course.
a little bit?
I just nod, of course, and I just immediately exit.
Okay, thank you. Close the door.
Of course, and I do this. I do so.
Of course, of course.
Of course, I'm just like, ah! my mom's lesbian lover. I will be obedient.
Sherry. I hope you're settling well into this existence still. I know that you and I have not gotten enough time to spend in such ways together.
I'm assuming you have very busy nights, so I am not overly offended.
Oh, you will not believe. And I'm going to be busier this night still. But we should make time. No?
You should. I believe so.
Of course. And I think now is an ample time to do that. Since your clan is not able to see the reflection, unfortunately. Allow me.
I think you might be the only person here that I would trust to do so.
Portia is much better than I am. She's been doing it far much longer, even before I was born as a human. Though I would not ask her such things.
It's impolite to do so.
She's very impatient.
And I've known Nathan for more than a couple of hours. I can see that he's a handful.
To be honest, I am surprised he is left alive this long. And she sits you in the mirror and grabs, the whole makeup works. And the conversation after that is being had while she's applying your makeup in a way that you would prefer. Now, yes, I am surprised that he is even alive. The Portia that I know would kill him without a second thought for the slightest insult. The patience is astounding.
He is a little bit mouthy from what I've noticed.
This is what I'm saying. It is strange. I have known
Then there
Portia.
has to... Go ahead.
I have known Portia for a very long time, and never have I ever seen one who has irked her and lived to tell the tale. Well, aside from Helena, and well, she's gone.
Another one of us, then.
Implying what?
I mean, Helena is another kindred, I'm assuming. Not a name I've heard before.
My dear, the woman who started this club, the kindred, she was a goddess of blood. You've heard her name, certainly. Helena of Troy.
Ah,
A powerful Methuselah. She would consume vampires and werewolves, all with grace, beauty, and never give it a second thought. Waging a war against, well, a name that should not be mentioned. And the beckoning call lamed her, and she departed.
beckoning?
The call that is pulling many of us elders away from our havens, our domains. Eastward. Something is calling to us, and many are answering. So it will lie to fletchlings and kindred like you in the coming nights.
Well, I suppose I should be thankful that you're still here, then.
I suppose I should be thankful too, no? Ah, I think that's just right. Now, trust must be earned. It cannot be given. And as His Majesty would say, loyalty is a two-way street. I want to show you that that I am invested in this relationship. So, is there anything that I could do to aid you?
Well, I suppose I'm mostly concerned about that there doesn't seem to be any other La Sombra around. So if I know that Alex is being taught and Matthias's sire matches his clan, I'm sure he will be taught, but I'm not sure who will teach me if no one else is around.
This is going to sound frustrating, dear, and I am so sorry if it does. But the terms of teaching you about your clan, I cannot bend shadows. But have patience. Somebody may come your way. Just not as you expect, I feel. But in terms of how to make this work, to make people forget, to make them do as you will, that I can.
That is a very interesting ability. But I will say that I haven't gotten this far with giving into every frustration, so I'm hoping that'll carry me through.
Good. I'm sure that your friend, Mr. Bishop, has found a suit in Portia's stayaways. What did they say? One night stands. Reminds me of my own mortal days.
I don't think Alex knows what a one night stand is.
Oh, no?
I don't think so. I think he's more the long term type.
Ah, he would have been a golden Parry. I worked with a few men like him back. Way, way back. Oh, then again. We shall gather him and go meet your friend. The preacher. The man of God. You should be arriving soon.
It will be good to see him again.
Matthias, you awaken to the knock on your door. Hey, it's me.
Oh, yeah. Good evening. Yes. Go open the door.
And there they are, Alexa, standing there.
Good evening, Alexa.
Yeah, it is. You're being welcomed into the family. Officially.
I am. If I must join a new family, I'm glad that you're leading me there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm just It's fine. We'll make it work. Don't worry. You and Alec kind of seem like the same body types, so I brought one of his suits. It's in the back. It's at the Succubus Club, and I get the sense it's not really your thing. But we got to blend in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Understood. I understand. Question, Alexa.
Yeah.
Alexa. This is the second time you've brought me exactly to the places or to the danger of which you've asked me not to.
What do you mean?
Should I? Well, you've told me to never go to the Succubus Club, and I have.
Right,
taken
yeah,
it to
I know.
heart.
That one, that I know, but
I trust that you will protect me there, and by the words of the gentleman you brought yesterday, I believe I am safe. But that yesterday here, you brought Mr. Newberry.
Oh, our Primogen, yeah. He's great, right?
He's definitely an influential person. But you also told me to never be alone with them.
Oh, right. He was just having a bad day. That's all. Don't worry about it. He's great.
I am too young to ask further questions. I understand. Yes, shall we? Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Here's the suit too. They hold it out.
Thank you.
It's like a purple suit, yellow shirt, turtleneck shirt too. It goes all the way up. But it's like a good purple. It's like a deep purple. There's definitely style to this. It's just definitely not yours.
Matthias actually laughs. This is fantastic. Sure. Should I go with you and I put this on? Should I take this and put this on before we go?
That one.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Right. Cool.
Matthias turns around, goes to the bathroom. He puts on the suit. And he puts it on fairly well. Combs out his beard, gets the dirt out of his hair, tries to clean up as much as possible.
Before you go, a text pops up on your burner phone. It's Nathan.
Morning. Yes, we'll see you tonight. KTXTHXBYE. Enter.
BYOB, bring your own blood.
With that thought, Matthias is gonna look in the mirror and see how like dead he looks.
Dead.
And he'll try to remember that little trick he learned last night to bring the flesh back to his bones.
Some things are just natural for a kindred. Rouse the blood.
Cool.
The voices are stayed as you breathe life back into your lungs.
And he pulls out his collar, makes sure to button everything properly, gets his tie exactly the way it's supposed to be. You know.
Okay.
Remembering. Anyway, leaves.
Oh, Alexa looks out. Yeah, we need to get you a suit.
Yes. I look like I sell bodies.
You want to stop at like a Men's Warehouse or something before we go real
If
quick?
you do not mind, I don't think this is the proper look, especially if we're supposed to be people of the night.
Yeah, there's a Kohl's on the way that we could stop at, you know?
If even better, if I just need... This is a lot.
Yeah, it's not you at all. Even
No.
I know that. And Alexa, they're dressed up in like club attire too. It's like
Yeah. No, I don't want anyone to have the wrong idea when we walk next to each other. Can I take this off now?
yeah.
Thank you very much. to quickly turn around. Matthias would put on his least dirty pants and shirt.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll put the clothes back onto the hanger.
The one's not covered in blood.
Yeah. Not many left. Can we we don't have to go to a Men's Warehouse. That is far too fancy.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's a Target, there's a Kohl's.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I'll make sure to pay you back for everything.
Yeah, no problem. I won't go into Walmart though. Alec would have a fit if I went into a Walmart.
I have also forbade myself from walking to a Walmart for many years.
Yeah. Every time we go out to hunt, he's always like, he'll go and literally walk on the other side of the street so we don't go near it. She, as you guys walk out, lock the gate behind you. Click, click. Opens up their car.
I can understand that there are beasts within that building,
I
both
don't-
metaphorical and literal.
I don't particularly mind. I mean, yeah. People are annoying, which the kind are annoying, I should say, because I guess that's why I like them dead more often than not.
Good.
Oh, I work at the morgue.
Oh.
You should know that. Yeah.
Oh, that definitely brings a bit extra context. I hope you enjoy this job.
Oh, absolutely. I get to work with corpses all day. People don't talk because they're dead. I get to see their last moments. It's amazing.
Great.
Oh, the dead are so much better than people who are actually alive. You know what I mean? They just sit there, and sometimes I could just do whatever I want with them. If I want to move their hand behind their head, I can move their hand behind their head. If I want to, like, give them crosses on their arms, so they like
Mm-hmm.
are like a Nosferatu, and like I could do that too. And then sometimes I could see their last moments as I'm opening up their like chest, and yeah, it's fascinating because when you're studying the dead, you actually study how they live too. Yeah.
The temple is as important as the soul, as one would say.
Exactly.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, we should be there now.
Good. I'll
I'll
be so sorry again. Can I borrow $40?
Don't they all cost like $1,000?
Um, this place is for um the lower than fortunate, I will say. You can get.
Romas de Leon, you lying sack of shit. I'm going to fucking murder him.
Oh, were you informed of something else?
Oh yeah, my husband, that's all. Don't worry about it. Here. She gives you like $100.
Thank you. I will be right back. Matthias goes inside, unless there's riffraff about being slightly greasy. He'll buy dress pants, dress shirt, maybe a
Yeah.
nice vest and a tie.
Yeah, you actually see some stuff that sort of like matches it. There's some corduroy jackets and some like dockers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Put them on, and it's not exactly club attire, but you're not exactly going clubbing too.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he looks like I'd say he's looking more like off-brand Southern preacher.
Gotcha. Wouldn't be surprised if you had two snakes in your hands,
Yeah, of course.
like in the movies. We know that rarely happens, Vaughn. We know.
But yeah, and then nice red tie, just because vampires like red, according to all the movies. I guess.
Yeah.
And that would be
And
it.
you go back to the car and you said every cheap suit costs $1,000. You didn't mention there were $40 suits available. I don't care if you're busy. Oh, you're that kind of busy? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna hang up now. I need to get to Elysium. Are you gonna be there? All right. Well, then I'll see you at home tonight.
How
Let's-
is Alec?
What? Oh, he's great.
Good. Not quite the same attire, but I'm a bit more comfortable. So thank you.
Yeah. He sends his best. Says he'd be there, but ministry business and all. So.
Ministry. Is he also a man of the cloth?
Different sort of cloth.
I have much to learn.
He's a vampire too. Here, and starts driving. He's a vampire too.
Answers that question.
We're married
Yes.
through a blood marriage, and he belongs to a clan that calls themselves the Ministry now, but actually they're descended from. What do you know of ancient Egypt?
Big problem with slavery. A bunch of
Yeah?
people drowned.
Yeah.
Really like cats.
I like cats too.
Good. Good.
But he's descended from Set.
It rings a bell, but not much.
The ancient Egyptian god of death.
Oh, good.
They used to call
Sounds
themselves the follower of Set, but now they call themselves the Ministry. It's a long story.
rebranding is also important in times. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, a minister set and a mortician. That seems like a match made in death.
I hated his guts at first. I don't know. He was the first one to respect, well, a lot about me.
I'm simply happy that you found somebody.
Yeah.
It's more than most.
Oh yeah, we find people, all right.
You know what? I ran. You know what? That is fair. I did run right into that one. Um, that is fair. So Elysium, a large gathering of vampires for show-off business.
Yes, you should know the rules. Annabelle will explain this a lot better than I will.
Okay.
They're the keeper of Elysium. It's their job to make sure the laws of Elysium are in place. So if you see Damien and I, we're technically not working, but if you break them and once you leave, we're gonna find you.
I have no doubt.
You'll be fine. Our Primogen will be there. I'll be there. You're gonna be great.
Good. I feel. I feel safer already.
Hold on. Nope. Where are they? Right. There they are.
Oh, do you have a marker on you by any chance?
Check the glove box.
Thank you. Matthias is going to roll down the sleeves and write G4 1 through 9. Close the sleeve, put it away.
Oof, not good. I'm getting the sense you don't trust our Primogen.
It's not. I don't trust a lot of things right now, Alexia. It's been a hellish few days for me.
I mean,
And
I
all
get
I'm
that.
trying to do is survive.
I mean, I get that. It's fair, but he's great, alright? He's just gonna be looking out for you. That's all, Matthias. She's getting really stern about it, too. She rolled a messy critical on your insight.
Woof. Understood. Yes. Sorry, just nervous.
I'm sorry. The beast... This is something you have to know, and it's my responsibility, too. The beast can overtake us. I'm sorry. Her fangs bare, show a little bit.
Just gonna shift over to the door a little bit more. Is the door locked?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, good.
Remind me I need to talk to your friend, Bishop. The Anarch. Former. Opens it.
Yes. Gets out the door.
Right? And you find yourself in the garage of the Succubus Club.
Is this as gaudy as he thinks it is?
Yes, it is full of Lamborghinis and, Porsches, Ferraris, Cadillacs.
This is a lovely display of wealth.
It's exact, and you could tell who arrived here by the various different cars and who didn't. Yeah. But pulling up in a limo, going down into the garage, two men who are guarding the elevator walk over and open up the door, and you see the Prince, Kevin Jackson, exit out, along with the Seneschal the little larger white man with the glasses. Um, Alexa waves. Jackson just sort of looks and begins walking towards the elevator. Seneschal gives a nod and begins walking towards the elevator as well. And
A
that's
warm bunch, they there.
leadership is hard.
Yeah, I know.
Going to the rooms. Nathan, you are dressed up. All the suits here don't seem to have any matching ties. It's an interesting little detail. You can only imagine what happened to the ones that did.
Can I make something work from like the variety I have?
You don't. Yeah, Portia will go over and like you. You don't need a tie.
Okay.
A tie would not work with you.
All right.
Get that PhD and then I'll see how we feel about it.
Okay. I intend to.
And then Keller, you are dressed up. Annabelle's finished and said, "Ah, excellent. You look like a badass."
If only I could see your hard work.
I'm sorry. You'll just have to trust me. You look
In this I do.
stunning. Come, Cherie. I have a feeling that your friend shall be arriving momentarily. The preacher.
Let's get the show on the road then, shall we?
Mm-hmm. And Nathan, you exit out too. Portia looking over, playing The Sims on their computer, just building houses. Have fun. She goes back to it. She is really good again. I want to emphasize that point.
Have a good evening.
I may pop in later. Let Annabelle know.
I will.
You exit out. Close the door behind you. Ah, Mr. Bishop. Come, children, let's go. Come, childer.
Looking good, Keller.
I dare say that I look better in this suit than you do in yours.
I have to agree.
I'm sure you'll get your own soon enough.
Matthias, you hit the elevator button, and as you do, Jackson reaches to the top floor, and it stops midway. Ding. And somebody exits on. Annabelle, Keller, and Nathan are all guided into the elevator as it opens to their apartments, and it continues its journey down. Tick, 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 tick. 1. And Annabelle looks and says, "Ah, momentarily. Like I said, Chowder. Yeah, like you say. Magnus Canis. Enter, all of you."
Young Keller,
Hello.
Mr. Alex. Best behavior today, yes?
Yep.
Always.
Now, the laws of Elysium, now that I have you all here. And she hits the elevator button to the top floor. On pain of a blood hunt, no violence is permitted on the premises against kindred, kind, or property. Okay? That means no killing kind. Feeding? Perfectly alright. Go down to the club floor, do what you need to do. The Elysium is to be considered neutral ground, so no conflict of any kind, of any kindred, whether they're anarch or camarilla. Understood? 3. All are welcome. All. We generally mean this. No offense, Mr. Bishop. Many of the clan have left the Ivory Tower to go join the movement of the Anarchs. You're not going to see a lot of kindred who may see that rule otherwise, but it is my duty to make sure that the rule stays in place on behalf of His Majesty. And finally, for you've all done good already. One should not attract attention as one leaves and enters Elysium. Succubus Club is good for this because, one, it's a high-class and world-renowned club, so we may drive these ostentatious automobiles in. They're the guys. No attention. Yes? And finally, that is it. Let us go. And the elevator door, ting, reaches the top floor. And as you do, you are entered into what appears to be an opera house of grand design. You work your way downwards into the viewing balcony of the top portion. And as you look around, you see that the ceiling itself is made of glass, revealing the skyscrapers that loom overhead for Chicago. It is a starry night as they also glow about, but though the city lights from the surface dim it, there are still a few that you can see as you look up and down all throughout the dome of the ceiling. The moon shines brightly down into the Elysium itself, and you see a number of definitely dead beings. Beautiful and dangerous in their own rights. Though it doesn't appear that they have roused the blood fully. You enter in and you see a few familiar faces. The prince, the seneschal, Critias, that one girl who was there with you when you were taking your kindred classes over at the University of Chicago. And of course, virtually every kindred who you have come across in your journey so far. Now, my loves, welcome. A servant comes over and offers you red sanguine wine glasses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I'll leave you to it. I must go over to my clan Keller. I must make introductions for you when you are ready. But take it all in right now. I will be returning momentarily for you, Sherry.
Already.
I gotta go see Damien too, so don't hurt anybody.
I couldn't if I tried.
Good. Alexa Keller up and down. You look good, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And they make their way over to Damien.
Is this the life you two have been living this entire time?
A little bit, I just say as I take a sip.
I mean, I've mostly stayed in my shit until, this, so.
Yeah, we've actually not really left the apartments other than when we left to the garage when we last got together. That's it.
That's all we've done. We haven't even been, well, I've never been in the club, so.
I've been to the very bottom floor once. Before all of this.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you two.
How are you doing?
I am okay.
Did you take my advice and just chill for a night?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
You see that gentleman over there? That gentleman's name is Jason Newberry. He's the Primegan of the Malkavians. He decided to pay me a visit last night before I got to do anything.
Oh,
Did not go well.
is that not normal? Should you not
Have
meet?
you met the Primegans of Europe?
I
yes.
I've met one. Yes, once.
Oh well, it just seems strange.
We
that
all
someone-
met his Primogen, so
Yeah, it just seems strange that a man of such status would come to the Chinatown to say hello. But I met him. He seems nice enough. Has a small task for us. We'll discuss after Elysium, but you might
Sure.
actually find it very, very interesting, Keller, as it has to do with you.
What does he want to do with her?
Not exactly with Keller, but either way, it's a discussion for after Elysium.
when people aren't actively listening to other people's conversations.
Yes. Because even before the occult and supernatural, people in these high positions tend to listen to everything, use whatever they can gather to get a leg up. Most of the time it's for money. This feels like power.
What's insight?
Just
Do the thing you're good at. Do the thing you're good at.
Do the thing I'm good at! Not with this dice roller!
What'd you
Yeah,
get?
you did pretty good.
Actually, I did really good this time. 5.
5?
Yeah.
You notice that Sun is in the more fairly well-lit part of the room. He looks over and he's checking the corners of where shadows can be. And when he sees Keller, he is in conversation with Alexa, and it's very subtle and very well hidden, but he breaks from her line sight, blocking Alexa's body between him and Keller.
Matthias will keep this information to himself.
Okay.
But he will reach out and put a hand upon Keller's shoulder just to kind of show he has this. Keller, I must say, a very nice change of pace than your usual street urchin.
You don't miss the gigantic hole in my t-shirt that I got for $2? I'm offended.
I must say, street chic has its place, but this does you better.
I've never given a shit about anything like that, but I guess now I have to.
Hey, Queen.
Yes.
Can I roll awareness to see if anyone's like giving us any kind of attention?
Yes. What's awareness?
Okay. Is it total?
Keller, we're going to teach you how to say thank you. It's okay to take a compliment.
Did you not hear me say thank you to Alexa when they complimented me on the suit?
No.
They were very kind to me. And I said thank you like a normal person.
5 successes.
Jesus, Vaughn.
Okay. You look and you notice glances all directed towards your coterie group as you are discussing near the entrance of the elevator, and then quick and quiet conversations amongst themselves.
We should move away from the elevator a little.
Yeah. You enter into Elysium proper, which is when you see a tall black woman with a great... Oh, where is it? Oh, with great sets of jewelry that sort of find themselves amongst their right here in between their brow and lines down their nostrils and noses as well. Lots of gold jewelry just sort of decorating their facial features and on their ears. she comes up to you and says, "Well, good evening. So you're the Childer that everybody seems to be talking about."
Good evening. And is that so? I was not aware of that. It was a topic of conversation.
Oh, an anarch who's come from Los Angeles and has found their way here into the crown jewel of the Camarilla. A La Sombra. And then, of course, there's the preacher, who was sired by a Sabbat. Or a heretic, whatever you would like, take your pick. Dear, I'm sorry. It makes it sound like I'm threatening you. I'm not. I'm welcoming you to our family. You may call me Erzuli. Erzul. Erzule. Nathan, roll a intelligence streetwise check with a bonus because of your connection to the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
So intelligence.
Yes. What's the bonus?
Plus
One.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm just gonna sit here with my 6 dice and cry. I'm
As
not
you
from
should.
Chicago. It's fine.
It would be intelligence and streetwise, and you need to fill out more specialties. I noticed that on your sheet last night.
I do?
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
Okay, whoops.
It's all good.
Get that free shit.
That's... Oh God, I can't remember what the star ones mean.
That's a crit.
That's
Okay.
a 10.
Right then, so 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You know exactly who this is. She is a well-known transgendered rights activist, and one of the most prominent figures in the, sort of LGBTQ community in Chicago. She owns a club that also doubles as a. I don't want to do that. Actually, I'm going to change that. But it's a prominent, safe and friendly gay bar. And she's known to have a transgender scholarship for kids and stuff like that. She's a very prominent philanthropist.
Pleasure to meet you.
You as well. I
I'm
feel like
Alex.
I've seen you before.
It's quite possible. I do enjoy a gay bar.
How long have you been in Chicago, Mr. Bishop?
Not too long, but long enough to see what's around.
Huh. Well, you just have one of those faces, I guess.
Quite possible.
Well, may the Dark Mother bring their blessings upon you.
Thank you. And with you then.
I have a feeling you're going to be very popular tonight, considering this whole Elysium is all about you three.
Oh, is it then?
Not every
Is it?
night we get to welcome new child into the Camarilla. Ceremonies must be held in place.
Oh.
Annabelle,
Take a
yeah, Annabelle comes over. Oh, Erzuli, so you've met Portia's child by choice? Yeah, they're fascinating. And of course I see you met the rest of them. Of course I have. They're wonderful, all of them. If you don't mind, I'm going to talk to this one, pointing at Matthias. Of course. And I think I'll be speaking a little more with Mr. Taylor, too. Or Mr. Bishop. Sorry.
You're like, oh my
Called
no!
out?
That was a Quinn.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
out.
Quinn, that was a Quinn. Mr. Bishop.
Because you would have been fucked.
Of course. Kella, come over with me, please.
Of course. Have fun, boys.
Thank you. Over here. And as Annabelle leads you away, you leave your coterie members behind. Annabelle speaks to you, leading you over to a group that seems to be in quiet conversation. Um, and as she leads you over, she says, "Oh, be wary of that one.
Oh,
She likes to convert new members over to her ways of Lilith and the Dark Mother. She is, I suspect, one of those Bahari."
this doesn't make much sense to me, so I think you'll have to
Are you
tell
familiar?
me more later.
It's a long story, my dear, but vaguely, it doesn't matter. We could discuss it later. In the meantime, let me introduce you to the Toreador, the Roses.
Alright.
And she leads you over, and she points out a man with long, flowing, shoulder-length hair, who has a bit of a smirk about him, almost constantly and always. Another man who skin almost glows like the moonlight, also with shoulder-length hair, and he has these glowing, almost star-like eyes. They're not red as they are with almost or yellow as they are with almost every other single kindred, but they illuminate some sort of power. And then another woman with long flowing black hair and porcelain white skin. "Everybody, this is Killa." And the man with shoulder length hair with the smirk on his face points out, says, "Oh, this is the talk of the town. Well, so finally nice to meet you, Killa. We're supposed to be getting along now, huh, Annabelle?" "Stop it. Yes, you are. Now, of course, Brett Stryker, I guess we're siblings."
Oh?
Annabelle looks over. "I embraced Mr. Stryker here some years ago. How many?" The man speaks up. "Back in the 80s. I was a I was a dancer then. Still am. Now I'll never stop."
Seems like fun.
"Can be. And now tell me, who is that delightful man you came in to this not club, this hall with?" And he points to Nathan.
Oh, that is Mr. Bishop, Alex Bishop.
"Alexander Bishop? Is that it is?" Well, I had my suspicions. I didn't suspect he'd be so striking. Stop it again.
He has
Just
his moments.
I'm sure he does. You have to make introduction for me later.
If you so like.
I would most certainly like. But, on the other hand, I am the herald of this court. So, I am going to be the ones making proclamations, aside from that dreadful business. And that one over there, that must belong to Matthias, that Cappadocian. She is not a Cappadocian, she is your hound. Behave. I'm behaving. Pointing to Matthias.
That is him.
Ah, excellent. Well, so nice to meet you, Keller. I look forward to sharing the night with you for centuries to come. Even if you, well, you know.
I'm a little bit different.
Oh dear, you're more than different. You're dangerous.
Oh?
Ooh, you really don't know. You're in for it now. But don't worry. If you ever need anything, you get in contact with me. When Annabelle's not available, of course.
Well, I look forward to that then.
I look forward to many things, especially that introduction. Remember that.
I'm sure he would be most inclined.
Hmm. The others. Oh, yes. This is Tasmosius. He just nods and says, "You could just call me Nero." And this is Miss Kathy Glantz. The two of them seem to be really close together. The man with stars for eyes and the woman with porcelain skin. Like I said, you just can call me Nero. Kathy nods. "Welcome to the tower," she says.
Thank you.
"We're happy to have you here."
And I am happy to learn.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I think we're going to go to our own coterie real quick.
Of course.
And they make their way over to Damien and Alexa. Damien's like puts a hand on the shoulder of the man with stars for eyes. And there seems to be a conversation at that moment. Now, it should be happening at any moment now. And we'll go over and jump to Matthias real quick. And Nathan. Azuli looks over. "So you belong and live with Portia, and you're the Hound's child, right?" "Oh,
Yes.
tell me, what do you think about the Camarilla so far? I'm curious."
Well, far more organized, that's for sure.
That is the one downside of the movement. Ambitious, and I would argue worthwhile. But if they could only have leadership.
The inherent problem of an anarchist state.
Miss Wainwright's no leader. She's many things. She's good. You know. Spy. Information gatherer. No leader. She likes to say she's Jeremy McNeil or Salvador Garcia. Notable anarchs. She's not. And what about you, Matthias? Surely you must have some idea. Being a man of God and going to this existence must be extreme.
It is quite eye-opening to say the least. But my thoughts of the Camarilla, it sounds like his work thus far. 4 days ago, I thought you were simply movies, fairy tales, ideas of children scared of the night. But here we are, amongst those very horrors and fears that I now call friends. At least I hope to.
What about your faith?
Unwavered. Solidified.
Surely you want answers, and God must not be answering.
God answers all questions. Just sometimes that answer is no.
Surely, if a power gave you a more direct path, isn't that more worthwhile?
To some. To some, view power as true corruption, a sin within itself. For those who seek power, seek control, and to control others beyond their will, well, That's a sin within itself.
I think you confuse power and aid and protection, creature.
Perhaps. For I used to be an old man 4 days ago. I am but a child today. I hope to learn from all of you.
If you ever need protection, you can find us just across the street from here. Anyway, I should get going. I have other businesses to attend to.
Enjoy Elysium.
Pleasure to meet you.
You as well, Mr. Taylor. May Lilith watch after you.
And with you.
She walks away.
Alex, I have a sneaking suspicion that your little facade might not be as strong as we once have hoped.
Shh. People are looking at us.
No,
Listening.
they're looking at Keller now that you
Oh,
notice
well.
it.
They're listening.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're looking at Keller, but they're still listening, I'm sure.
Oh,
People are listening.
I have no doubt.
Ever since we walked in.
This is a dog and pony. This is a dog and pony show, you know.
I'm aware.
Do you know how to gallop?
Still learning to trot, if I'm being honest.
Fair enough. Are you okay?
I think so. It's a
Okay.
little nerving.
Yeah. Yes.
She
it
was
is.
very interesting, though. I know who she is.
Who was she?
She's a prominent figure in the LGBT community.
I have some that could use her help then.
Highly respected. I mean, hell, I've just heard of her. I'll talk more in detail later.
Of course.
Keller.
Now-
Oh,
Go ahead. I was about to say, now. What are
Keller.
they doing with Keller?
Keller. Brett Stryker, the man who was talking with the smirk, is interrupted by the seneschal as he works his way over to your direction. He nods and... Annabelle? Keeper? Harold? Mrs. Keller!
Hello.
He looks over and sees your coterie mates. It's obvious to you. He points and waves his hands over for you to approach.
Well, this continues on, doesn't it?
Learn to trot, young man.
I will do my best. I actually have dots and etiquette. Can I roll
We'll get there.
Okay. It's like I should have asked that earlier.
So do I. Let's do this.
And as you approach, he brings his way and say, "May we have a private conversation? Of course, your sires, adoptive, are welcome to attend."
Cool.
All right, follow me. I am actually a little busy. I think I see something or feel something happening. Very well. And he makes his way over to the front of the stage, where you see the prince speaking with Critias at the very top of it. And he directs his way over towards the front, the prince and Critias far deeper into the stage away from you. And he says, I am to understand that you had a bit of an incident in the tent city portion of the docks. Am I wrong?
Are they speaking to Matthias?
They're speaking to all of you.
You're not wrong.
Looks to all three of you. You've done well. The prince is impressed. We also come to the beast from time to time, fledglings. But how you covered it up showed your ingenuity and your skill as a coterie. His Majesty would like to express that you are quickly becoming valuable assets to his domain here in Chicago and the Camarilla as a whole.
That is very kind of him.
Of course.
Thank you.
It is not often that the prince takes notes of fledglings. You're doing well. You should be welcome to the court any moment now. I will go speak with His Majesty. Be prepared. And he leaves, takes his cane, and begins walking his way to the front of the stage.
Nothing gets by these people.
They're
Get
going
used
to be
to it.
constantly watching us
Listening.
as they watch each other.
Thank you again, Keller.
Of course.
Yeah.
Can y'all do cool vampire things yet?
No.
I've asked about it.
Okay.
I was basically told it's not my problem.
I am shit up a creek without a paddle.
I will endeavor to learn more so we can all learn more.
Good to know.
I really just want to get into a good bar fight right now, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Especially not here.
As,
Oh, no, not here.
as you say that,
God damn it! Does
The-
the guys get his shit kicked in again?
roll wits awareness, everybody.
Oh no, okay.
Actually, no,
Awareness.
this only makes sense for Keller. Keller,
Oh.
roll wits
Oh,
awareness.
God damn it! Good luck, Keller.
Lilith be with you.
No! Stop! Stop it! Back!
Rock,
no!
I know.
Not in 2 games! Fuck you!
May the Dark Mother watch after you.
Nathan was like, oh cool. A
3.
cultist.
3.
3.
The elevator door opens and exits a familiar face to you. One of the most dangerous faces you saw on your first night.
Ah, shit.
The man who you punched and drew his own blood. You did it as a kind, and now you're a vampire. Balthazar.
Definitely don't look at him directly.
What's
I'm
wrong?
going to act as if I didn't see him.
Okay. Brett Stryker makes his way over to you and says, "So, what did the Seneschal want?"
He wanted to give us a compliment on behalf of the prince.
Well done. Now, oh, forgive me. Brett Stryker. I'm Keller's brother for all intents and purposes.
Bias.
Alexander Bishop.
Mr. Bishop, a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Tell me, have you come to the Succubus Club before? You do look awfully familiar.
Once.
Once? Not with anyone, I hope.
At the time, yes, but
At
you're
the
no longer
time.
relevant.
Damn shame.
Just give Matthias like a side-eye look and then go back to the conversation.
Balthazar makes his way over to Brett, into your group. Oh. Balthazar, how are you? Fine. Looks over to all three of you. This is Nathan. Nice to meet you, sir. Keller, ma'am. And, Matthias, was it?
Yes.
And he just kind of goes, yeah. All right. I need to speak to Jackson. You mean His Majesty? Whatever, yeah. Well, all are welcome. Come. Your Primogen's there, by the way. Oh, yeah, I know. Very well. Come along now. Keller or Matthias, wits, insight. Or all three of you, actually.
I can't wait to roll 2 dice. Let's go. One of those has to be red. Excuse me.
God damn it, dice!
I rolled 2 on 2.
I rolled 2 from 7.
Hold on, I gotta get my dice together. 3 successes.
He is not a witty man.
Okay. He didn't seem to recognize you at all, Keller. It wasn't an act, it wasn't a blank stare. He just did not know who you were. Come along now, Balthazar. Speak with your prince. Mm-hmm. Ma'am. And, he heads his way up the stage. With Brett. So you have a few moments to your own. It seems relatively quiet. Prying whispers and ears and eyes have all been diverted to what is to come. And hoping something will happen.
You good, Keller?
Hmm?
Said you good?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I just do want to say, Alex, Brett is very interested in making your acquaintance, if you know what I mean.
Please use protection. I don't know if I don't. Wait, do you need?
When you say if Nathan could blush, he would. I don't know if just he takes a swig. I'm assuming he's a Toreador, so I'm assuming he's incredibly good looking.
Yeah. But almost kind of like he has a bit of an 80s like hairstyle to him. Definitely this going on right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nathan's here for that, so it's fine.
Yeah.
He said he was embraced in the 80s. I hope that's not too old for you.
Doesn't look it.
I'm
says.
Oh, and he has the body of like a dancer too. Like he's well fit.
Nathan's just kind of like Keller can probably just both of you can just tell Nathan is looking his direction.
I did tell him you might be interested in meeting him, of course, just simply meeting.
Meeting, yeah.
in exchanging of the minds, as they would once say.
And you were speaking to that woman earlier. What was she like?
She was
before I got dragged away.
Oh, her name's Azul, right? Azur.
Is
Erzul?
Azul?
Azuli.
Azuli.
Erzuli, yep.
Erzuli. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, she's actually a really, I knew about her before, you know.
She's a public figure?
Really prominent in the LGBT community. She's beloved.
Oh. I wonder how she manages that.
She's great. Like, I mean, I've heard of her on campus, like most of the LGBT alliances or wherever. I mean, like, she's a real ally to the whole community.
Huh.
She was very interested in
I've been to her bar at least twice or 3 times.
Your
maybe
faith.
more.
By the way, you need to stop admitting that you've been to places.
I've been in Chicago long enough. I can say I've been to some places.
Your Alex Bishop arrived in Chicago a couple of days ago.
I don't think we ever actually established that timeline. Did we?
I feel as if that was said.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I assumed that I didn't know that. That's...
I'll write the story for you in notes later, but Portia did mention that you came
okay.
like a week before.
Oh, I wasn't aware. My spawn's bad.
No, it's all good.
Okay, never mind. Then I will rewind that and say, I am simply. I wish I knew her before.
I am a dumb there. That was my bad. I don't remember that being discussed.
I haven't been here long enough to know of anything.
I don't hang in these particular areas anymore, ever. Yes.
I am from not here, so still learning.
Mm-hmm.
Every city's the same. The parts that they put in books and the parts they don't. By the way, congratulations, guys. We are officially the most popular vampires in town.
Both of them cringe together.
What's awareness? Oh, sorry.
What's awareness?
Yeah.
Keller making
All of us?
Yep.
Yay! More dice to roll.
What is up with you? As soon as my eyes get fixed, I swear to God, dice roller. As soon as my eyes get fixed,
You're gonna be rolling those real dice.
I've got 3 successes.
I got
3
5 on a
successes.
crit.
Hell yeah.
5 on a crit. Alright. Yeah. You notice that Damien begins making his way to the stage towards the prince too. There seems to be a heated conversation going on between the seneschal, Critias, who's trying to calm it down, and Damien. It's not turning violent yet, but it is definitely a whispered, heated debate. And the prince is just standing there pretty stoically.
While that's going on, don't want to draw more attention to it than it already has. Also, 2 of the others that I met are apparently in a coterie with Alexa and Damien.
Mm-hmm.
So there's at least 4 of them in a group together, which I think is interesting. They're both Toreadors.
Which all means that they're actually not as old as I thought they were.
Does it?
Well, if they're in a coterie, that means they were created in the same time.
I don't think that might be the case. I think I get the feeling that it's extremely rare for people to be turned at the same time, which is why people are making a spectacle of the 3 of us.
I would have to agree.
They probably have some common goal.
Wait, when were
work
you
together?
turned? I'm 4 days in.
According to my now realized backstory, it was what, a week ago?
3 days.
3 days.
You and I were changed on the same night, so 3 days.
Yeah, so Alexander Bishop was embraced far back, like 90s.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I will say that I am 3 years old.
If you
I
want
have to be like, yeah, I've been here. I can be like, yeah, I've been here.
if you want the backstory, play Bloodlines. Great game. Of what
Okay.
LA was like.
All right, cool.
okay.
I didn't realize that I was like like 2 decades old vampire.
Yeah, that's what Portia set up for you, pretty
Okay.
much.
Playing it too,
You
yeah.
you could also invest a dot in your mask for Portia.
Like, okay, I'll have to buy it with XP later.
No, you don't have to buy it with XP. I'm giving it to
Oh.
you. Yeah,
Oh.
that was a story reward.
Okay.
Yeah, she gave you an entire mask.
That's oh god, you're right. Yeah, I got like fucking.
Yeah, you have an entire
Documents.
new identity. Yeah,
It is officially my government name.
yeah. There is no Nathan Taylor.
He's a cool. We don't know what they did with my real identity, but okay, I now have
Probably
2
the same
doc
place where they
masks.
put your dad.
Okay, so
Um,
then I can reasonably say I've been to Chicago before. Just
As you were all figuring that out, the heated debate ends with the seneschal slamming his cane upon the stage and saying, "Silence!" to Balthazar. Balthazar shuts up, turns his head. The prince standing there, looking at him. The Seneschal declares out loud, with the entire room silent, "Kneel before his majesty." He looks like he's trying to resist and absolutely cannot. With a struggled restraint, the old Confederate rebel kneels before the Black Prince of Chicago and bows his head.
Hail.
The Primogen doing nothing to stop it, and Damien with a smile on his face. Kevin Jackson holds out his hand with a large ring on it. The Seneschal declaring again, "Show your fealty to the Camarilla and to this domain." Slamming his cane on the stage. Balthazar, with a struggle, looks towards the hand of Jackson and kisses the ring. It would be wise to ask for forgiveness from His Majesty. Balthazar looks down. "Your Majesty, I'm sorry. Can you forgive my insolence?" Get out of here. Your Majesty. Balthazar stands up. Walks out of Elysium towards the elevator. Storming past. The prince looks around. "Striker, let's get this show on the road." "Of course, Your Majesty." Now that that's all settled, as he runs away. Doesn't we all? Ugh, what a bore. Now, to welcome new Childer into the night is certainly a reason for celebration on its own. But to be welcoming these specific Childer into our ivory tower has proven not only to be a valuable spending of our time, but also a welcome additioning. Childer, come on stage. Brett waves to you.
I gently push Alex forward first.
I continue. I ignore the urge to roll my eyes at Keller and go for it.
You work your way over, and you stand in front of Kevin Jackson, the Prince of Chicago, Critias, the Primogen of the Bruja, Damien, the Sheriff, the Seneschal, Primogen of the Ventru, and then, of course, Brett Stryker, the Herald. Now, Childer, it's old-fashioned, but kneel before His Majesty.
I'm gonna do that, but
I do so.
yeah. Should I roll etiquette for that?
Yes, if you would all like to roll composure etiquette, and if you have any specialties in any Camarilla court, you absolutely can. I know some of you have kindred courts or something like that. Feudalism, maybe.
Arts and crafts?
Since composure is a social trait, may I add 2 dice to it?
Yeah, for your striking looks.
Jackson is a man. Yeah, go ahead.
That's
I think it works on all social roles.
I'm pretty sure Kellen looks great being looked down
Matthias.
on.
What?
Matthias.
What'd you say?
Oh, poor Bippy.
4 successes.
You were so lucky that's not a bestial failure, because you don't have a hunger die.
What would have happened?
So lucky.
Would not have ended well.
Yeah.
I give a very elegant bow.
Do you? What'd you guys get?
Matthias drops
4.
like he's an R&B.
I crit for 4.
4. Okay. You all kneel, but Matthias, as you kind of look over and you're kind of give this idea of like, kneel. What the fuck does he mean by that? And you look over and you're like, oh shit, and you are a little late to your kneel. Jackson raises an eyebrow at that. But
You ain't kneeled since slavery, bro. It's been a couple hundred years.
Stryker looks to all of you and says, Childa, you are entering into an organization that has stood for all time itself. That has been a strong and stable tower in the worst of times, and a welcoming boon to almost every kindred out there, every civilized kindred. Welcome to the club, but first, do you swear your allegiance to the Prince of Chicago, Kevin Jackson, and to uphold his domain, his laws, and to, most of all, uphold the Masquerade? Do you swear?
I swear.
I do swear.
Yes.
Prince looks down. Stand up, fledglings. Puts a hand on the shoulders of each and every one of you. Kind of grasping onto Matthias and Nathan. Kel in the middle. Looks to you. Welcome to the Camarilla.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Everybody, let it be known that Keller, Alexander Bishop, and Matthias are all hereby under my protection and the protection of my government. Fuck with them, you fuck with me. Pretty much. Everybody else, you could go celebrate now. It's all done. Enjoy the club. You 3, stay. And kindred, not all of them, but enough, make their way into the club. Stryker kind of looks over and says, Your Majesty, thank you for our run-of-the-mill, and I'm sure Portia extends her thanks as well. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. You all did good. I know my seneschal here already helped you with that, explained it to you. But I want to say I'm impressed. You're proving yourselves to be great assets. I just want to reiterate and say that for myself. Good work, all of you. dais, Mr. Bishop. If you want to go to the club, you go to the club. If you want to go back to your rooms, go back to your rooms. I don't care. But I need to speak with Keller here. Critias waves him off. Critias bows and walks away. Points to Annabelle. Waves him up. She works his way to the stage. Looks to the seneschal. Tells him to stay. So you know who your people are.
Yes, sir.
Cut the sir shit. Your Majesty is the most appropriate. Shut up. He looks at it, he's like, Your Majesty. You know how dangerous that is? For you to exist?
I have been told that it's dangerous, though I do not completely understand why.
Tell me about your embrace. Who was it? What happened?
I don't come from the most polite society. I was
Neither did I.
doing a job, and to cut the story short, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And there was a meeting, and then there was a fight, and there was darkness. And
Who was there in this meeting?
there was a man I didn't know that I don't. Well, one of them was the man that you spoke to before he left. Though he didn't seem to recognize me. I wasn't going to say anything, but he doesn't seem to know who I am. He doesn't remember. And then there was another man. He had a clothespin in his nose.
He looks to Damien. Genghis, he says. Anarch? Damien nods.
They were going to kill myself and the person that I was with. And then there was darkness. And when I woke, they were unconscious. My friend was gone. And there was the woman. And I was given a choice, and well, I didn't want my life to end, so I said yes. And here I am. I woke up alone, and I'd just woken up when someone, and I look over to Damien, was also inspecting the warehouse that I had been in, and after a few words exchanged, I then had a stake through the heart. Everything else I'm sure you are aware of.
The woman. She was by herself?
No. But I don't recall much about the other person that was there. I know it was a man.
What did they look like, both of them?
I will loosely describe both of them. Hot Japanese broad, bald man with tribal tattoos.
He looks to the seneschal. Wits in sight.
Hold on. I love rolling 2 dice. 1.
One success?
Mm-hmm.
Was not bestial?
Nope.
Okay. Looks at the seneschal. They nod. Thank you, Keller.
Of course.
I understand this is going to be difficult for you. You belong to a clan, and your sire knows nothing about it. Looks over to Annabelle. She just simply bows her head.
I am no stranger to difficulty.
Whispers in court. Sometimes true. You may have a sister. It's important you find her. When you do, you bring her to Annabelle. Will that do for her? Portia looks and says, I believe it will, Your Majesty. Good. You bring her to them. Find her, fledgling. You have another little sombra. Maybe you two will teach each other, I don't know. That's my, what's the official word? Proclamation. We'll just call it orders.
That I understand.
You got a face to kill for and the mind of a warrior. Go find your coterie.
Hopefully they haven't gotten into too much trouble without me.
Well, now that Helena's back in the succubus club.
I've been told that's a compliment.
Get out of here.
Will do.
Your Majesty, if you do not need anything from me. No, I think Critias and we all got this. Very good. Come. Let us find your coterie.
Thank you.
Matthias, Nathan, where did you all go to?
Matthias is following Nathan.
Nathan, where are you going?
I guess the club.
The club?
Matthias does not follow Nathan.
Well, I'm gonna see where if he asks me outside, I'm gonna go there. Unless you want to go somewhere else.
Oh, it's not really my.
Scene.
Is there a place where people can simply sit down and?
There's the VIP lounge.
You remember that, where you would remember this because it's where your sire was killed.
Yep.
There's a cigar lounge. It's quiet. It's not too occupied at night. You could have a good conversation there.
We could go there if you're okay with going there.
It's surprisingly is more welcoming than the boots and cats downstairs.
Fair enough. I hit the button on the elevator for it.
All right. You make your way to the cigar lounge. Open it up. There's only like 2 other people who are smoking cigars down here. A sure sign of kind. Keller, Annabelle leads you to the elevator. Where do you think your coterie would have gone? The older one does not seem to enjoy the club scene.
No, he doesn't seem to be where he's comfortable. So they either went back up to Nathan's apartment or they went somewhere just to talk. I don't think they would leave without me.
I do not believe so either.
And since they have no way of contacting me, I'm assuming that they're going to stay in the same building.
To the cigar lounge then.
Seems reasonable.
Kella, what the prince said. I am not in the habit of adopting strays. But this is important. If we did not have our own jihad outside of Elysium, I would aid you. But this task and stuff like this often finds its way to fledglings. Things are going to happen, my dear.
Things are always happening.
My sweet little masterpiece. Perhaps you are right. Ding! Go inside. Find your coterie. I must depart for the night.
Of course. Thank you for everything.
Of course, Sherry.
I'll see you another night.
She gives you a farewell, a kiss on the cheek. And you see Matthias and Nathan in the cigar lounge. Fairly empty, the two kind who are smoking cigars off in the corner. It has its dimly lit aroma, a smoky haze that kind of gives a charming and interesting aesthetic. You work your way over to the glass round table that has a lamp in the middle of it, a ashtray for cigars, and you all stand there. An attendant comes over and says, "Would you like anything to drink?" Obviously kind, and looking over. We have excellent pairs of scotches available to you at the moment.
Sorry, designated driver. Water, please.
Ah, understood. Well, if you need anything, I'll be around. Just let me know.
An old fashioned.
You got it. I could do that. Ma'am?
I'm perfectly content, thank you.
I'll do. One old fashioned. Be right back.
They. Sorry,
You're all right. I respond to both.
just checking. Congrats. You're now part of the elusive club.
Oh god, I'm fucking
Just relax
itching.
into the booth, like, like fuck.
If
Ew.
you'd like, I could tell you guys about a better club. A club of-
Jesus.
The club of what?
No.
The club of Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Of Latter-day Saints.
No, those people are crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Small
What
humor.
flavor of heresy are you looking for tonight? Because you've had so much already.
I'm actually enjoying being awake for several hours and not being succumbed to.
That was... God, that was a lot.
Madness.
Do you think they would let us leave if we wanted to go outside the club? Because I am itching to not be inside four walls right now.
We could go to, like, the park or something.
We technically are full-fledged members.
I mean, even if we just want to walk down, like, a few blocks, I mean, I don't see a problem.
That was
A lot.
a lot more ass kissing than I'm used to.
It was also... God, could you feel that the air was just, like... suffocating.
You know, I don't think we can gag anymore, but I still kind of want to.
I'll find out.
You'll get used to it. Wow. 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 You know, Alex, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
I think he's a little young for marriage, Matthias.
Unfortunately, these hands are C for no. I would love to not be in this club anymore.
All right, let's go walk. Let's just take a walk down the street or something. We can see where the night
Hopefully,
takes
we're
us.
not accosted by very, very pathetic mechanics as we leave.
If we're okay, then that was what we'll do. We'll go down to the club floor and then walk out from the front. No mechanics.
Yes, just our feet, a group of friends
In the night.
in the night.
Yes, let's. I know we don't really need it anymore, but ready for fresh air.
Also, I'd like to be in a place where I'm not listened to all the entire time. How about you?
I think for a
Yes.
while we're always going to be listened to.
Yes, but at least like to make it difficult, yes?
I think we're, for the most part, where we are now are good, but let's go.
Okay.
Elevator.
So you make your way to the club. The booming. Oof, that's not good. The booming of the
Base.
bass sort of reverberating inside. That deep rhythmic pulse of the Succubus Club and its dance floor. Exiting and working your way through the crowd that is pressed up against each other, sort of overtaking themselves and the ambiance of being human. Until you finally exit into the club. The sounds of the city, the honking of horns, the shouting on the streets, the talk of the line that is just bending its way around the corner of the club. And of course, the ever-present towers of Chicago that loom high above you and glow with the stars of their own in the night sky. What's awareness?
Ah, shit.
Of course.
Awareness? Oh, that's one dice lower than my max, but it doesn't matter because these online dice rollers?
Oh,
don't hate me
shit.
today.
K4. Let's see, it's 4.
We are a aware little coterie.
Just
I got 8.
That's crazy for me because I am only rolling 4 dice.
Your dice have been on fire. I'm taking you to Vegas, Keller. But
I got 8 though.
I've
Alex
crit
got
twice
8?
tonight.
I got
I got-
4.
I got 3. So
It doesn't matter.
so
That's
Quinn
fine.
can count. I'm just going to hold.
And then Wesley Snipes comes from the sky and stops us all.
Okay. Okay.
You're in jail for
you
tax evasion.
You got 4. 8. Okay.
And then Keller got 3.
Hold on. I'm rolling multiple things right now.
My
Give me a sec.
favorite number.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
No, what is this?
I don't know what.
Can't wait to get shanked for fucking leaving the club.
We just wanna go and have a walk.
Welcome, bitch! Stab.
Not again! Second time in 4 days.
Anarch, motherfucker!
You got
You thought you
8.
could- Yeah.
You work your way down the sidewalk, exiting its way around the club. And Nathan, you actually notice that you are being followed. It's not hostile. It's not somebody who is going to eventually come back for you. But it is somebody who is sort of following you in this weird sort of eerie, spaced out sense. Yes.
I am going to pull out my phone.
Okay.
And I'm going to text Matthias and hit send. We're being followed.
Is there a park near here we can go to?
Yes. Yes, there is.
I miss parks.
Just down
Alex, do you know of a good park that you can lead us to?
just within walking distance, Alex, there is a corner park in the middle of downtown, not too far from here, about 4 blocks.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Yeah, I know one.
You make your way down the streets of Chicago, and as you pass through underneath the street lights illuminating every step that you take, you notice that man, a Succubus Club employee, following you still. It's not trained. He's just following you like a normal human. And he works his way across the street. As you enter into the park, he stands there, arms down to the side, almost robotic, just watching you, Nathan.
I text again. It's like still following. He's acting like a robot.
He's too far away to hear your conversation, but he is observing you three.
Okay, I'll like cover my mouth and I'll just speak it.
Okay.
He's been doing it since we left.
What are you doing?
We're being followed.
Eyes forward, gun killer.
I'm assuming I'm watching him, so I'm in front of him, so I am back to whoever is following us.
He's acting weird though.
What do you mean weird?
Like a robot. He just seems out of it.
Is he high? Like, what the fuck is going on?
He's an employee. He's
Oh.
very...
I mean... They haven't come into the park, though?
No.
No, he's across the street into the park, and he is literally just sort of standing up straight, arms side, just...
And I noticed that specifically he's looking at me, right?
Yeah.
Or is it us in general?
in general, but
Okay.
definitely.
He's followed us the whole time. He's just keeping an eye out across the street. I just tell her exactly where while I keep my head like forward so I can't see my mouth moving.
Weird.
We have,
I mean-
we have two options. We can either ignore what's going on, understanding that we're constantly being watched, or we can try to lose them and anger whoever's been trying to follow us.
I mean, I'm down for losing him, but I don't know how good you two are at that.
I'm not great, obviously.
Unfortunately, my knees.
I mean,
are
I can
rough.
kind of sneak around, but I don't know, I'm not great at it.
Oh my god. You would never make it on the street, man.
Like my extension of me being able to sneak out was me out of my parents' house, so I could change places.
That's where you fucked up, is having parents, man. That's where you fucked up.
I know,
Anyway.
right?
You said some sad things, Killer. That is one of.
It's not sad.
It can be. Generally, I start preaching and people avoid me like the plague, so I don't really need to hide as much as.
Given. True.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're not in hearing distance, so we should be okay.
No, they're
I
just
think-
watching.
Tonight is all about just getting out, right?
Yep,
That's
and
right.
I'm just gonna sit my ass on the grass.
I'm gonna follow suit.
Matthias will stay standing because
This isn't awkward or anything, man.
I just
Go ahead.
plop on my down on the grass looking up.
Matthias will actually turn straight to the being. Just kind of try to study it, not being hostile, just looking at it.
Watching back.
Yeah, watching back.
He looks like he's just a normal employee from what I could tell. Do you think he's aware of what he's doing?
You said he looks like he's high or something?
I
He's
have
acting
seen-
weird.
I have seen a magic where I believe kind can be taken over in a dreamlike or robotic state made to do things.
Gross.
When did you see that?
When my sire picked me up in a taxi and then made this man bash his head into the steering wheel.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a rough 4 days.
What the fuck?
It's been a rough 4 days, Keller.
Yeah, I fucking told you to fucking lay low, and then you said, yeah. So what happened last night? You said you didn't.
Oh, the CEO of my new job came by and decided to give me a particular mission to complete as soon as possible. It's very important to the company that I do so and deliver the deck to him as soon as possible.
What is it? Does he mean you or does he mean us?
Well, if I wanted to put together a small team for us to complete this project, it'd be even better.
I hate that you're talking this way.
Does anyone here, other than me, speak Latin?
No.
Worth a shot.
Kind of wish I did. Read a few books that made a lot of my current profession helpful. But this is the language you're going to have to learn if you want to speak in public.
Whatever. Anyway, what's the fucking payload then?
A family member of yours.
What?
We're looking for a long lost sister of yours.
Uh-oh.
Why, uh-oh.
One, I don't like the fact that I've garnered 2 siblings in one night. Fucking 80s ass. Harold, that's a thing. He's just like a fucking town crier? What is that? Anyway.
Yes, kind of.
Anyway, our boss wanted to hear my sad, tragic backstory again. So I told him, because I don't fucking want to die, and I'm pretty sure they can tell when you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
So I told him, and he lamented that I didn't have a teacher, and I lamented that I didn't have a teacher, and my sire lamented that I didn't have a teacher. And I'm like, he was like, well, there's another one of you out there. Go find her. Bring her to your sire, and she'll teach you. So I think we might be at a fucking crossing point, Matthias.
Well, isn't that just grand?
Shit.
And I would just like to mention that I would really like to know what the fuck I can do so that I don't fucking die.
Haven't you noticed, Keller? You can make men say stupid things.
Men do that on their own. I don't fucking need to be there for that.
Fair enough. But I have no idea what skills I have either.
I'm gonna have to go to...
I will replace that. I don't know what skills I can utilize when I want to utilize them.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, some fucking seer. You hear, Nathan.
Oh, I like to vamp it. I like to vamp my
Hello, Viking Daddy. It's been almost an entire session. Where
I
have
know.
you been?
I mentally link, oh hey, did you enjoy the show?
Yeah, so, anyway, we could talk about your eye candy later. Not my cup of tea, but whatever.
Actually, I'm glad you're here. Why don't you, can you educate me about some vampiric magic bullshit? Because that'd be great.
Oh
We
boy,
just
I
watched
can
Nathan dissociate in the park.
I can educate you all real quick.
Eyes crossed, just gone.
Look,
Is he okay? I
buddy.
say to Matthias.
I just do this.
Relatively.
I just like close my eyes.
Okay, look. You gotta tell Matthias. You gotta tell Matthias he's an oracle. He's a seer. He can summon visions if he just really thinks about it. He just needs to do it. All right.
Did he just give us the finger?
Index. Shut up for a second.
Tell him to summon it, and yeah. By the way, I could probably do the same for you. When we get to that point, when I think you need it, then we'll figure it out. But for right now, a good starting off point. Make a
Okay.
premonition.
Okay.
God, I never thought I'd be
Wave
a
my hand
fucking
in front of Nathan's face when he finally
babysitter.
opens his eyes. Hey!
Okay. Matthias, you're an oracle, right?
That's what they keep telling me.
Alright. So why don't you close your eyes and try to clear your mind and try to see something. Pray, ask for a vision, just contemplate as you would in prayer, and try to see if you can bring something forward.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
I just lean back in the grass and just fucking watch.
Matthias just kind of like centers himself and goes,
All right.
Father, can you hear me?
So. In order to use the premonition power, you need to do a rouse check. Do not get hungrier.
I need to roll for this thing?
Yes, I'm just reading it fully. Okay.
Excuse me.
Roll a... No. Oh yeah, resolve plus aspects.
God damn, that's my resolve? What the fuck? Wow, okay.
Matthias. You close your eyes, and what your coterie members see as you do is, as you summon them, you breathe deep in with that breath of life that is still within you from your rousing of the blood. You open quickly, joltly. Your eyes steam over and you see Chicago on fire, surrounded in buildings. You see that there is nothing that isn't stained with the ash falling like snow upon the ground. In the buildings of one of the fire, you see the shadow of a boy, unburnt, gleaming, gleefully grinning. This blackened shadow's teeth is a vibrant white, his eyes red, his figure build and slim, and he just smiles with two fangs coming out of his mouth. Another shadow reaches into the fire, grasping it, through it. He looks afraid of these shadows, and as he does, he sinks his teeth into the shadows themselves and consumes them. They start bleeding. It is a strange and eerie sight as you see blood drip from this idea. It doesn't have a physical being, yet it bleeds still. All in this great and surrounding fire. And as the shadows disappear from the fires that are being lit to illuminate them and bring them into existence, he starts laughing maniacally. Safety! Finally! The shadow says. And your vision stops.
Okay, buddy? Did it work?
Um, um, yeah. Um. Okay. Um. It was a It was a great fire.
Chicago.
Yes. Everything is ash. Except for this one little young boy.
Look familiar?
No. Nothing I saw was familiar. It ate the shadow. It found safety within it. I don't. Okay. Okay. No more of that.
Maybe I
Yeah.
pull on his sleeve a little. Maybe you need to sit down.
Yeah.
Come here.
Matthias
Sit.
is just gonna kind of crumple down and just. Okay. Um. Um. Okay. 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 Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay then. Um. That was strong. That was stronger. That was stronger than when he attacked. That was.
What?
Huh? Oh. Um.
You said there was a man?
Um. Yes.
What was he doing?
It's. I speak. I'm clearly tired.
Matthias, if what you saw is probably irrelevant to what we need to do. I know it might have been shocking, but it could be it could help us a lot.
Yeah, there was a boy
Bingo.
of demon eyes and beastly teeth who ate the shadows.
He ate the shadows.
He ate the shadows.
Didn't they refer to Keller as the clan of shadows when back at the chantry?
So did Annabelle.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We need to find your sister.
sounds like she's in great danger.
Is that what your primogen wants?
Or the rest of
This
us.
person?
I don't know what he wants.
The vision of the boy didn't seem familiar.
Quinn, does the voice in... I don't think so.
This is going to be that's a roll. A wits politics.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You
Actually, I'm not terrible at that. How the fuck?
put points into politics?
I have 3.
I have 2.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I went
We are-
with
We are talkers. I
I'm
have 3
I'm
successes.
the combat character.
Yes, you are.
The shadow of the beast, the boy, was very similar to that of your primogen.
Is that what you tell us?
I think he's just being mind blown at the moment.
The one who ate the shadow.
What is it? You need to tell us.
I don't recognize the boy.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Okay, if you want to do that, it's wits insights and manipulation subterfuge for Matthias.
Oh, I can't lie. God damn it.
My bitch ass can.
I
But
got
I'm just sitting there watching.
3 successes.
I can't beat that.
0.
Yeah.
Miss fail.
Matthias, who did he remind you of?
It was my primogen. Primogen.
And he consumed the shadow in this vision.
Yes.
I look at you. I don't think we should take the Sombra to him then.
Well,
I don't know what would happen if I don't.
but he bows to the prince. and the prince wants her to teach me. That was his decree. So I think he loses in the end.
I have to agree with Keller.
I think I lose no matter what.
I will do what I can to keep you safe, but I can't do that until I know what the fuck I can do.
And according with the law that we are just currently enrolled in, if he wishes to destroy her, that's something we can't allow.
Right, because that's bad, right? That's against the fucking Masquerade.
Thou art forbidden to destroy another of thy kind. The right of destruction belongeth only to thine elder.
Rules are written for the weak and the meek. Those in power bend them all the time. Break them all the time.
We need to use this to our advantage, because compared to the rest of them, we are weak.
We are the weakest of them all.
We are literally babies. We need to find your sister.
I really wish people would stop calling her that. I don't fucking know her from
Your
Adam.
clan was the what about the term clanmate? Is that more comfortable for you?
Not for me.
Just
We're
this
gonna go
fucking-
find your friend.
Is there any kine around or anything?
No, the park is pretty empty. And you
It's
even
just
note, and you even notice at this point that the man who was observing you breaks his automation and sort of goes,
Oh, looks like someone woke up over there.
and he like looks around,
You gotta keep an eye
doesn't
on him,
even
like,
notice you, and walks back towards the club.
I think he was under some sort of mind control.
Well, vampires can do that apparently, so.
Yep.
Yes, they can. The question is who got the answer they was looking for.
I don't think they could hear. We were too far away for him to hear us. He was just keeping an eye out.
I hope so. My God.
Because I'm paranoid, I'd like to roll awareness again to make sure we're totally alone. Don't you have Oh wait, no, you don't know how to use it.
I don't know how to use it.
That's 2 successes. I look around like paranoid.
It's a wits or resolve aspects if you wish to use the premonition for that specific purpose, not summoning a vision, but just to see
Yeah.
if you are observed. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to use premonition for that.
I'm just looking around.
Okay. Yeah. What's awareness?
You rolled 2.
Oh, you rolled 2. Perfectly safe, except for Viking Daddy, who's sitting there enjoying the show, wondering what's going to come next, sort of leaning back on the fence, being like, "I got all day, kid," flicking grass away.
We're the
I hope
best.
you're
You're the
I
best
hope you're
show for
entertained.
Extremely. Continue.
The
That
first
means
question,
that
the
I
first
think
question is, where do we go?
she could be anywhere. Chicago is massive.
Keller, where did you get embraced?
In a warehouse on the docks. I was doing drug shit, okay?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think every fucking shadow mistress is like that.
But it's the first place we can check. Do you remember what was going on? What brought them there?
What?
I said,
wait, you mean what brought my sire there?
yes.
Oh, well, Mr. fucking Bend the Knee, was there. And he's racist as fuck. So getting to watch that happen was so much validation.
You
So good. Oh my god.
they have a face.
Oh my god.
I'm going to assume that it's going to be a dead end because if we go over there to ask him,
Oh fuck. He doesn't even fucking remember me. I saw his fucking face. He looked directly at me. He didn't fucking know who I was.
Good.
Which might be thanks to she I don't know the fucking name of.
She's probably looking out for you, and that's why.
do you remember your sire's name by any chance?
She didn't fucking tell me that.
Very good.
Hey, Viking Daddy. I actually say it like call him that.
You know, I could kind of get used to that, though I'm not Norse. I'm no Dane.
Okay.
Well, Who cares?
Look,
Well, it's
I
what you
know
look
we all
like.
I know we all look the same, especially back then. But I was actually from Wessex, so
Okay, well, all right.
British daddy.
Ew.
Okay, Dandy. Let's see.
Oh man.
not better.
I know. I'm sorry.
What's up, kid?
Could you tell me? Do you know anything about the Sombra?
Know plenty about them. What do you want to know?
Um.
Lean over to Matthias. He does this a lot where he just kind of dissociates for a while.
At this point, I'm assuming we all have our psychosis.
No, I went to his room last night,
Mm-hmm.
and he just opened the door and then didn't say shit. He just stared into like the wall for like a few minutes.
I love that. He had nothing to do with that. It was just Nathan.
And now he's done it twice in the last 10 minutes. Is he okay?
No,
Okay.
Clearly not.
Viking Daddy.
Yes, Quinn.
Yes.
He looks and he says, "Clan of Shadows, they own the night. Great enemy. The heart of the Sabbats, though. I don't know if that's necessarily true anymore. Anyway,
Don't suppose you know any where they like to hang out? Any stereotypical things?
child
how
is
they
a
hunt?
child, man. If you got a child on the loose, a fresh vamp, that's gonna leave a trail. Look at newspapers. Are those still around?
Yeah.
Those still a thing?
They're really like no one fucking uses them. That's like relevant, but yeah.
Watch the news. You're gonna see stuff like that.
Okay.
And then also, if you want information, oh god, who was that killer broad with the undercut at your class? The Anarch.
Oh, Anita.
She may got something.
That's a good point. Thank you.
She's got a bit of information, and of course, you could always talk to that lovely, handsome gentleman if you want to stay in tower. That information ain't gonna come free, kid.
I know.
Alright.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to teach you some blood sorcery before you go out on this little crusade. I need you alive. Whether I fucking like it or not, I'm stuck with you. So, alright, now, stop disassociating and talk to your coterie.
He's been like this for like 3 minutes now, Matthias.
Matthias kind of taps Alex on the face. Alex.
Okay, sorry. If we need to find her, we need to start. If she's new, like us, and on her own, there's gonna be a trail because she's hungry and she doesn't. If she's like Keller, she doesn't have a teacher either.
That
So
seems
missing
to be our
people?
thing.
Yep. So missing people reports, like, probably goes after. Like, let's be honest, a vampire who's. I mean, I'm just gonna look around. Like, I just say it looks like Glowly. Like, if she's new, she's probably going after probably the homeless.
Well, what I know about myself, can't use technology, so she's going fucking old school.
Yep.
She can't be seen in fucking mirrors or cameras, so
Mhm.
anywhere she goes is gonna be low on that.
Like the docks. There's
Docks, sketchy clubs.
Tent City. Hole in the wall bars.
I need to.
I mean-
Sketchy parts of town.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's hitting Tent City after what we did. So.
Oh, I know, but she might not be aware that
You
she's
would-
not. knowing.
Also, you're fucking welcome. By the way,
I said thank you.
I know. I'm just saying it again.
Yeah, we really don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, we thank you again. We do appreciate your quick
Okay.
thinking, and your quick thinking is what got the big guy to like us. So we appreciate it.
I think like is a strong word.
Well,
And-
he basically declared, "You fuck with them, you fuck with me," and that's I don't understand.
I think that's just part of the thing.
right.
So this is what I say I can do. I need to go talk to Tent City anyway. It's been many days, and there's people there I actually care about other than
I understand.
Right.
if maybe there's someone who wasn't as clean as I was.
And on the topic of that, I have some streets to beat. Maybe we can find information that way. And then Alex, you have your fancy little doodad computer in your pocket. Maybe you can social media this.
Yeah, give me a minute to see if there's anything recent.
I won't be able to do shit until tomorrow.
It might take me a while before I can get anything.
I gotta go get my shit.
Can you really not use technology?
Oh, watch. I just hold up the touchscreen door.
And I tap it, try to key in.
Yep. She rubs her finger all over it. She does everything, and it doesn't recognize her touch.
Try to use one of those pens that the elderly use.
A stylus.
Yes.
It's not a bad idea.
But also, you still have that photo of me on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then. Huh. Okay, well...
I should delete that.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, it's there forever, but...
A picture of nothing?
Staticky nothing.
Well... I'm in anime one of the kids told me about. But anyway,
Matthias, a whisper in your mind. Find the Scotswoman of Corbin. And you have your phone. Look to it, and you see that text from Alec. If you need anything, find Bronwyn. Blue Velvet.
Oh, Lamar's an idiot. He forgot everything you just said.
The text that Aluk, find the Scotswoman of Corman.
And then Alex said something.
Mm-hmm.
I might actually have a lead.
Suddenly, out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Like how Alex suddenly has epiphanies about kindred shit? After he dissociates for 5 minutes?
It's a gift.
Dissociating is a gift?
I mean, for millennials.
You're goddamn right.
Are you familiar with any place called the Blue Velvet?
Velvet?
That will be an intelligence streetwise check. If you have any specialties regarding the club scenes, LGBTQ communities, Vaughn, if you want that specialty,
actually, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense for you. You can roll with an extra dice.
Okay, so that's 5 dice total.
What if my streetwise specialty is drug dealing?
I will say that will count too. Yeah.
Yay!
3 successes.
3.
Oh shit. 6.
6. Okay. Damn,
Okay.
Keller. Fuck.
Knows about all the drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Blue Velvet is a very prominent club. Not quite as big as Succubus Club, but just as popular. It was anonymously owned for a long time before a woman named Eleanor Hewitt actually revealed that she was the owner of the club. She gave a written public statement, and she was also a little bit welcomed. That is all you know about it for right now. Other than back in the 90s, it was like the Succubus Club. Had a lot of disappearances for humans. A lot of people went missing. You would suspect it's Kindred owned as well.
All right.
I got a hunch that's a pretty good lead.
Yep, it is. Check it out. We could go check it out at some point.
We need to figure out whose domain that is, though.
Yep, that's a good point.
What neighborhood is it in?
Downtown.
I think we can walk into a place without announcing ourselves. Well, no.
We're all still a little dressed up.
Might as well go now. The night's young.
Yes, it is.
Objections?
No. Especially now that we've lost our eyes.
For now, there could be new pairs coming soon.
Speaking of new pairs, anyway, you think you guys could get a car for us?
Let's get a taxi.
I've
Do
still
you
got
have-
cash.
Let's see, do you have money? Oh, by the way, do you think anyone at the club is hiring, well, not needing to be a part of the club, like, I don't know, busser or something?
I mean, possibly I could ask, but is
Yeah.
that something you really want to work?
You hate it there.
You do hate it there.
I really hate it there.
I don't think you'll enjoy that.
I don't think I'll enjoy. I don't enjoy working, but
It's also, you know, there's the added pressure of us being around. You know what I mean? Like all of us.
we are a coterie. We should spend more time together now.
Fair enough. Maybe we could get you a bartender in the cigar lounge. Quieter.
One step at a time. Shall we get a taxi?
Yes.
Shall we name our coterie?
What should we name it? The
People
three
do that?
backups?
I don't know. I just don't. I like groups having simple names, and coteries seem so informal.
What are we, babies cubed? Fuck.
Wow. Damn, Keller.
How about the unlucky?
The unlucky trio, the unlucky three,
The unlucky three.
the unlucky.
The unfortunate triumvirate. Oh, I don't get a vote, do I?
I actually bring it up. It's like you know what? I'll pitch it. The unfortunate triumvirate.
Keller?
Fuck, I don't care.
So everyone?
I feel like we're the kids that are gonna get beat up on the fucking playground no matter what we name ourselves, so.
Correct.
Well, the unfortunate it is. Well, unfortunate.
Let's go.
Assemble.
Oh god, don't say that.
I had to.
I
Come
fucking
on.
hate those fucking Marvel movies, man.
How? How?
Okay,
That's
fucking-
just a lot.
Trashy
No.
as shit.
Yes.
They're worth. I mean, they're not my thing, but they're worth watching for Chris Evans' ass at least.
I'll give you that.
It's
America's
has
ass.
been said America's ass.
That's about all I care about.
The taxi pulls up. Where you going?
Blue velvet and a little boy smile.
At
Sounds good. Get in. And as you enter into the taxi, drive through the streets of downtown to your destination of another kindred-owned club. Hopefully with answers. But that lone La Sombra, lost on her own in the night. When you find her, who knows what will happen, and who knows who will offer her protection. That is where we'll end tonight's stream.
very good.
One full stream without Matthias being completely and totally crushed. I'm so proud.
I know. I
Of my
love
little
You
it.
go.
So proud of a little preacher man.
Someone actually said you did a good job. Isn't that nice?
Rewards for this evening. You all now have 1 dot of status in the Camarilla.
Oh shit.
Okay.
That a specialty?
It's a background, I believe.
It's
It's
a
a background.
background.